Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Terry with Terry's Tidbits in the Des Moines Area Community College. This is the final session from our admin study group, and it's been a lot of fun to study with them. I hope that you've enjoyed the videos as well and are scheduling your certification and getting ready to take the exam. So I would encourage you to get it on the calendar if you haven't yet. Make it real, and dig in there and do this thing. It will be a fantastic thing for your career to have that certification. We had a little bit of fun in this video as we went through just simply a Q&A throughout the entire session. So I hope that you will take the time to watch. Also take time to go and run through the exam questions that I have out there on terrystidbits.com. They're not 100% set up the way that Salesforce does the exam, but they still are going to help test your knowledge, and they are resourced. So if you struggle with one of the answers or one of the questions and you want to dig deeper, there are references for where you can find the help articles that explain those answers throughout those questions. So take advantage of that resource. It's 100% free. So no reason not to use it. Thanks a lot for studying with us. Have a fantastic time. Best of luck as you take the exam. All right, good morning, everybody. This is the last session for our admin certification study group. So we have just a couple of them in attendance right now. It sounds like most of the group may be stuck in a meeting that hopefully will be joining soon. So we're going to just have a competition between the team to see who can answer the most right questions and celebrate that way. So we'll have a little bit of fun today. So all we're doing today is really just kind of going through your questions, and then if you have, and then we will go through a series of questions like we have throughout the time that we've done this together. So any questions that start off with that piece of it first? Any specific questions, topics that you want to review that you feel a little bit weak on before we jump into the quiz questions? Question for you, the three of you: have you scheduled the exam, or what's your thoughts currently?
I registered, but I haven't scheduled one. So
registered,
like where you make your
okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to do it.
Okay. Are you thinking like soon? Are you in June?
That's probably going to be June.
I don't have time to study for June this month, so mine will probably be like August.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Any other questions topics you want to cover before we jump in to questions?
Yeah, I've got this really weird mole. Can we?
Oh yeah, do you? I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn last night, so I don't know how to answer that one.
I mean, it was an open-ended question, so I thought I would just jump in there.
Oh goodness, I wish I knew the answer to that one. I'd have all kinds of things on me I could fix probably too.
I love that you're like, yeah, I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express, but
no. Yes. Oh, good stuff. All right.
Apologies for the people watching this that are not part of the class. This is the last time you get to hear these shenanigans. So
I put an index on it on the video so they can just skip forward to the next when it gets real again. So all right. First question. Let's go Bethany, Robbie, Ashley. First question. Is that big enough? That's not the actual question, but is it big enough for you to see it?
That's what she said.
All right.
Oh my God. We're off the rails. All right.
All right.
Yeah, all right. Sorry. Yes,
All
it
right.
is.
The admin of Accurate Designs wants to automatically set the value of a field that is required by a validation rule. Okay, they want to automatically set a field that's required by a validation rule. How would they accomplish that? Or first, can this be accomplished? And if so, how? So this is an order of operations type question here. So you remember we had, and when we hit the save button, there's a variety of things that happen before the record is written to the database. And then there's a variety of things that happen after it's been written, but before it's fully committed, the entire transaction. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of the focus of this question. So this is kind of needing to know when that.
So I'm assuming it can be done.
Yeah, it can. In fact, this question probably should be revised because there's another option that also would be available to us that's not here.
I was going to say, is it E?
Yes, because validation rules run at the end of the order of operation. That would not be true. They do run in the before.
Oh, okay.
It's.
We could eliminate B, I think.
Eliminate D, yeah.
Yeah, eliminate D.
Well, we could eliminate B, I thought, too.
No process builder.
Yeah, process builder, remember, is on the opposite side. That's after save. Set the required field using workflow. Workflow is also on the after, so that one's out.
Okay, so it's A.
So it would require the use of the before trigger. I do have a record triggered flow. It is there. That was going to be the other option, is the record triggered flow.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
So that's a one that you're going to probably want to keep in mind, those study. Okay. That order of execution, you probably will run into it, I would think, on this exam. And it would likely be more in the form of, why isn't something behaving the way that you expect it to? And it could just simply be because of where it's being processed in that order of execution. I would maybe think about it from that perspective. Robbie, which of the following are capabilities of the app manager?
It's A, B, and D, right?
App manager, standard and custom tabs.
There's three of them. Yeah. Permissions that I don't think is on there. So I'm eliminating that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Ones? What was it?
A, B, and D. So
yep.
A, B, and D.
That's what I think.
Look at that.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, nice. Robbie. We'll keep score in your own heads, and then you can identify who you are as the winner when we're done. Ashley, number 3, human resources would like to use cases to track employee requests. The IT department already uses cases to support help desk requests. How would you set up cases to support 2 uniquely different case scenarios? Use cases.
Yeah, that's throwing me off there for a minute too.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like we could eliminate validation rules, so I don't think it's that. Can't use dynamic record pages on cases because it's a standard object unless it's changed.
Good
recently.
Call. Yeah, good call.
So no B. I'm leaning towards C because we could.
There are 2.
Oh, okay. So C, I think, is a possibility. I honestly don't remember what service processes is. It's definitely a weak area for me, like what that is supposed to be. But I feel like that could, and I don't really know how we would use groups per se.
I think it's D.
Unless we're talking about assignments. So, what do y'all think? D also?
D's for sure.
Mhm.
I know that.
Okay.
Which one?
So
C.
D
C.
and D.
C. I'm
D&D?
very confident on. D and not as much.
I just can't remember all the
D is
stuff
correct.
process.
Oh, there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, the thing to remember with the processes, there's 3 of them in the system. There's a sales process, a service process, and a lead
That's right.
process.
That's right.
All of them operate the same way.
Okay. Good deal.
Good. Back to Bethany. Universal Container sells products through a direct channel and a distribution channel. Opportunity line items need to reflect the list price and any discounted price. What would you recommend?
That's a tough one.
And there's one right answer.
There's only one answer. Okay. Create 2.
These are long answers too.
Yeah, they are. Oh, good Lord. I'm going to eliminate B. Would you guys agree on that?
Eliminating B?
Yeah.
Eliminated. Yeah.
Yeah, eliminated
Okay.
that one.
I think you could eliminate E because that sounds really convoluted to do all of that.
Good Lord. Yeah, it does. I hadn't even read that one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does seem a little convoluted, doesn't it?
Distributors.
What does your gut tell you?
Wasn't it D?
I was going to say A or D.
Because
A or D.
Feels good.
didn't we talk about that? If the opportunity line changed, we'd have to change the price book.
That would be a true statement, but is that what the question's asking?
No, it's not. But I was trying to.
Yep.
Because that's the thing that's sticking in my head.
Yeah, both of them say that there's 2 custom price books,
Yeah.
one for direct and one for distributors.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
The issue, I think, the question becomes the by default opportunity line items will show list price and discounted price.
Yeah.
So
Is it A?
A. Maybe.
the word that's throwing me, and this has been a while since I wrote this. So I'm kind of, it's this enable list price. Is that something that we have to do?
No.
Mm-mm.
And then use the unit price field for the discounted. So here it's, we'll show the list price and any discounted sales price by default.
That's by default. So is it D then?
Let's try it and see. I honestly, I'm kind of guessing right along with you.
Okay.
The piece that I'm questioning is the enable piece.
Enable for
What seems to me like we have to do is add it to the page layout, but I don't know that there's any enabling per se.
Yeah. That's a very specific action.
Yeah, it's a pretty specific term. And when you enable it, that requires something. Yeah. All right, good. Good.
Can we take the test as a group?
As a group.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think that would work, wouldn't it? Robbie.
All right. Yep.
Shoes.com is an online business with over 1 million retail customers. Okay, 1 million retail customers is probably a clue to something. They are evaluating the purchase of Salesforce to better track and market to their B2C customers. What should be considered to considered to simplify the requirements that contacts must have an account? Okay.
You fix that statement. It says simply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark for review.
This question's wrong. No.
Yes, right. It's not very simple.
Yep. Okay. Yes. So,
and this one's worded kind of funny, but that's.
But yeah, that would.
I think the intent there would be one account with all contacts underneath it.
Yeah.
So customers would be contacts underneath the one account. Use leads. Store people in the account object, so everybody's an account, and deploy person accounts.
Yeah, this architecture is odd.
Because they're already customers, so we wouldn't want them on the lead object, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's if you're tracking that, so we can limit the.
And 1 million retail customers kind of eliminates this concept of having them all under one account. That would be a huge problem.
And I don't know why you even want to store them as accounts.
Yeah.
The D?
So it has to be D, right?
Yeah, it's got to be person accounts.
What are person accounts?
Dangerous territory for me.
So,
okay. You don't have to.
Person accounts is what you use for when you're doing B2C.
Okay.
It allows you to eliminate that account dependency for a contact.
Okay.
All of your contacts technically will become an account record, but it's a weird blending of both the account and contact as one record.
Gotcha.
It works really pretty well. It used to be one of those things that we would always tell people don't ever turn on, but honestly anymore, it's a pretty good solution. The biggest downside to it is that it does replicate your data across both the account and the contact object, but the UI pretty well hides all of that complexity from it. So,
and you can't undo it, right? Like once you go person account.
Yeah, you can't. You can't undo it, but you can not use it.
Huh.
Because it is a record type that will be created, and you can always disable that record type.
So you're saying on the UI perspective, you hide all that, so it doesn't matter. But on the back end, it'd be really messy, right? Since it's duplicating the data. On the back end,
yeah, sort of. It does duplicate the data. So if you create custom fields on the contact object, it duplicates that custom field on the account object as well. And if you can still query your contact records and find those person account records there, and you can also find them on the account. So,
okay.
Yeah, they technically live in both.
Okay.
Hey, Reg, welcome to the party.
Sorry, I'm traveling, so I'm going to be in and out. But
that's all right. No worries. All right. Ashley, is that where we are?
Yes.
Universal Containers wants to keep the Salesforce accounts in sync with their accounts in their ERP system. Okay, we've hit this question before. They want to set up an automatic nightly job to load data. The ERP uses a unique ID to identify accounts. As their Salesforce admin, how would you set up Salesforce to use the unique ID for data loads?
You scroll down a little bit there, Terry.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I can.
We have I wasn't sure what's down there. Yep. All right.
If they want to automate it, you wouldn't. I don't think you would use the import wizard because you can't automate through the import wizard.
Correct.
So I'm going to say no on that one.
Yep.
Use insert to load data. What does that mean? Use insert. I don't think that's a thing, unless it's talking about method through the import wizard. Create a text field on the account object to hold the unique ID. You don't have to do that. But mark the field as an external ID. Okay. Create a unique field type on the account to hold the unique ID. I'm guessing that's talking about the ID from the ERP system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think D is one of the answers, because you'll definitely need that on the account record if you want to match up both ways. Use an upsert to load the data and select the unique field to match on.
So B is using an insert. E is using an upsert.
Yeah.
And C and D are kind of your other two that match. So both are using I
mean, that would be an upsert, not an insert, right? But
there's only one of them give you the ability to match on a unique ID.
Yeah. Well,
and if you think about what would happen if between an insert or an update, if an existing record is there, you would have to do what with it?
You'd have to do the update.
You'd have to do an update. Yeah. So it would have to be the upsert, because you wouldn't, if it was an insert, you'd be creating a duplicate record.
Yeah. It's new every time. Yeah. So.
Yep. So
I think I'm going to go with DNA.
Okay. So let's talk about this one here real quick.
Create a text field on the account object to hold.
Create a unique field type.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be C instead of D, because you need it to be accessible.
And little things like those words will make such a huge difference on the right answers.
Oh, I totally missed that too. Yep.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
You're right.
Reg, are you driving?
I am sorry, but
no, that's all right. I don't want to throw questions at you if you're driving. So I'm going to let you listen. And if you have questions with what's being said, then feel free to speak out. But I want you to stay on the road. Let's see, back to
Bethany. Yep.
User cannot be marked as inactive when which of the following are true, and there's 3 of them.
I know one for sure.
C,
when they're part of an active assignment role. Was that the one you knew, Robbie?
Nope.
All right.
Right below it, Bethany. D.
When they're the sole recipient of an email alert.
Yep.
Remember we talked about that.
I remember that specifically. I don't know.
I think probably
B.
B.
Yeah.
B. Default case owner.
Sister is
you. Yeah. Because you can system admin, you can, and
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
When you deactivate a user, you can take them off of an opportunity team or an account team. Or
gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah.
That email word just sticks out my head.
You guys are working pretty good at getting all these things right. That's excellent. Back to
lots to read.
Right. You get the one.
All right. But short answers.
Yep.
And one technique that I think is still really good, and I haven't done it here with you guys, but I will always read the question first in the scenario. It just saves time to cover the question and then go and read your scenario piece of it.
Good idea.
So based on this scenario, who would have access to the opportunity owned by a member of the North American sales team? All right, so that's what we're looking for. Universal Containers role hierarchy has North America sales director and an APAC sales director role. Both report to the VP of sales. Under the North America director is a North America sales team role. Under APAC is also a sales team role. The organization-wide defaults for the account is public, read, write, and opportunities are private. So based on the scenario, who has access to see opportunities owned by a member of the North America sales team? And there are 3.
Well, one should be the sales team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since that's who we're talking about, right? I would think.
And I would think the VP
director?
because
And then the VP because of the hierarchy.
yeah, they're on the top.
Because the VP should be under or over the North American director.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But then we also have the opportunity owner because it's private, and the opportunity owner would also be able to see it.
Would it be opportunity owner instead of sales team? Because the rest of the sales team wouldn't see that person's opportunity.
Yeah, because it's part of the sales team role and not the team, right?
Then owner, boom, boom. Yep.
Excellent. Good job. Okay. That's exactly correct. Yep.
Terry, I know you're so proud of us.
I am. I mean, I was going through some of these questions before. You guys we were about maybe 50-50 or so. Yeah. It's like, man, you're nailing all of these. It's like, that's awesome.
Yeah. Don't jinx us.
We are goodness.
Now we're gonna miss them all.
All right. Maybe I'll have to write harder questions. What will happen to prices on existing opportunities? All right. So Robbie already knows the answer to this because he knows the answer to that question.
Yep.
At the beginning of the year, Universal Containers implements a price increase. They do this by creating a new custom price book. On January 1st, the prior year's price book will be deactivated and the new one activated. What happens to the prices on existing open opportunities? One answer. Who has this one? Is this Ashley?
It's Ashley, yeah.
I think so. And this is probably like one of my weakest areas is like opportunity price books.
I think.
So what can I eliminate? I don't think D is correct, so I can toss that out.
We will become read only. That's okay. Good.
No, I would eliminate A as well.
The opportunity with more just closed, lost. Yeah, I think you eliminate that too. Nothing. The original price will remain unchanged. New price will be updated when the opportunity line items are edited. That should be are edited, I think. But I don't know. My English is not so good.
Opportunity line. Oh yeah, it would be line items. Yep.
I like that I'm more focused on your grammar instead of the actual.
You'll find a whole lot of grammar errors, I'm sure.
This is just to distract myself away from the fact that I do not know the answer. The new price will be automatically updated. It's like that feels right because if the opportunity is open and you've changed the price book, then the new prices would be shown.
Think about it this way: if you are a salesperson, Ashley, and you're negotiating, you're telling me, "Hey, Terry, as your customer, I'm going to be able to sell this product to you at X dollars." We wait until after the first of the year. What's that going to be like for me if you come back and say, "Oh, by the way, the price is now higher because my opportunity says it's higher"?
Oh, yeah. So it wouldn't override it.
It wouldn't. Yeah. That'd be a pretty poor experience.
It would make a new opportunity, but it wouldn't necessarily close the old opportunity. So yeah, B makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agree, Robbie?
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Because that question before, Ashley, that's why I was going backwards, is that the new price book is completely new, but the old one's the same.
That's true.
So so existing opportunities would still relate to the original price book, but new opportunities would use the more current price book. Yep. Okay.
You got it.
Yeah. So one of the other few things I remember.
All right. Hey everyone, I just wanted to interrupt briefly to again say thank you to our sponsor, the Des Moines Area Community College. Here locally, we call them DMACC, DMACC.edu. If you are interested in any form of education, continuing ed, please check out their website. We are working closely together to get some Salesforce specific training put together. So check that out if you're interested in learning more and having a classroom style training for Salesforce. Thanks again to the wonderful folks at DMACC.
Okay.
They operate independent of each other.
Right.
So it would not be a an option. Create, write, read,
Oh,
update, delete
that, yes.
controls.
I was going to ask you what that stood for.
Yeah, same. I'm like,
create, read, update, and delete.
So then I'm going to say C as well. If there's 3.
So app launcher. So there were questions.
Yeah. So because then it'll show what you can see in app launcher, right? As part of your profile. Yeah.
Yep, it does.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You can also
that's
hide
true.
the app launcher altogether. I believe in the profile.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, there's just 2 entry points to the app launcher access, which calls them on the profile, which is kind of like a weird question because you can like assign that when you create an app, which is kind of weird, but yeah, it does live in the profile.
Yes.
Ooh.
Robbie.
Okay. Yep.
We have Spencer now.
Customer support.
Automated. What feature? Okay.
Did you just set this up? Oh, when a case is created, a new case is submitted. Okay, so this is case management again. When the case is submitted, they want an email to go out.
There's 2 answers.
And there's 2 correct, yes.
I would say A, maybe, Robbie.
Well, I was wondering if it was the support, but is that a process? The support, does that actually have a process?
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 processes. Remember the 3?
Yeah. It was lead,
sales, and
sales. Support's the other one?
Support cases.
Okay.
Yep, support.
Yep. So A is 1.
What do you set in a process?
Or is it E?
So on the opportunity, you're setting stages. You're determining which stages show up. On the lead process, you're determining which status shows up. In the case, you're setting its status as well.
Okay, so it wouldn't be that. It would be. So I think B and E is what I would guess.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
Because it wouldn't be the approval processes, and I don't think it's validation rules.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely not.
All right, good job. Remember when we looked at the case page and it has the case page layout, it has that property button at the top of the page. Yep. And that page layout has a ton of, not a ton, but it's got a lot of checkboxes that you can select in that as attributes of that page layout. And one of those is the send an email. And then, of course, your support settings.
Yep.
That's the full page of all of the instructions on how you want to configure the support app.
Huh. Okay.
Okay. I lost track. Ashley, you're up.
I think it's fine. What options would you present to the customer support manager?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Customer support manager for Cloud Kicks. As noticed, many cases are being assigned to the default case owner. He would like to set up a better process to route cases to his team based on the type of case submitted.
We're getting a lot of support cases.
Yeah. Well, what options would we? Only one option here. It's not E. It is not B. I'm
gonna say A, but I could be wrong.
I think you could do a case assignment rules, but I'm just not familiar with those specifically. But that one feels right. So
okay. It's not processes. We just talked about processes.
Right.
On the case, it's the status. Escalation rules. That only kicks in when there's a problem.
Yeah. So it's like how they're marked, like high, low priority. So yeah, I'm gonna say case assignment rules.
Yep, case assignment rules.
Yep.
I think we use those in our current use cases.
Yeah, we do.
Spencer's here. You want to join?
Hi,
Spencer. Hey, I didn't see you jump in here. Excellent. You want to take this question, sir? Do you need a moment to kind of get settled? I'll give you that if you like. And we'll come back to you, Spencer. Let's go back to Bethany then.
Queues are supported in which of the following?
Queues.
Oh. So I know they're sponsored in the case object, right?
Yeah, remember this one we had to go and research
Which case object is on every single answer.
Oh, is it? Yes, it is, isn't it? That was brilliant. So case must be right.
Right? Exactly. Okay. What were you saying? Remember, we had to what?
We did go back and check this one out because it's one that I mentioned before that I when I see the one response, I always have to stop and question it. And did some homework after class, and then when we came back the next week, we talked specifically about
orders, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it orders? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so A is out, right?
A is
A
out.
And C and D are out. So it's B.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
That's
happened.
what happened.
Not orders.
Yeah.
It is orders. Orders is one that's true, but it is what's not true is the sharing rules here.
Okay. That's a trick question.
Well, it was tricky in the sense that I kind of misled you. But, that was my fault. I'll take ownership of that one.
So good.
So yes, you can leads can be assigned to a queue. Think your lead assignment or lead assignment roles can be assigned and assign things to a queue. If that can work, then it has to work on the lead object because that's what your assignment rules are for. And then we know case was true.
Yep.
So the orders is right. So is case.
Oh yeah, sharing rules. That makes sense now.
Sharing rules is groups.
Yeah.
That's your org-wide default stuff.
Yep.
I don't know why we have to have groups and queues. It seems like we could just have one. It would just make it easier because now you have to know which one goes where.
Yeah.
My fault. It's the first wrong one.
It's all right.
It's all good.
I would have got it wrong too. I
misled you. I was going there too, and then I realized like, oh, wait. Spencer, are you ready?
Oh yeah, Spencer, can you go?
Yeah, I can go.
All right. Which process would an admin use to implement the security model? Opportunity visibility set to private. Executive team needs to see all data regardless of the division, and user within divisions should be able to see all opportunities within their own division. Okay, so that's implying we have multiple divisions. Executive team needs to see all of them, but within each division, they should only see their own. Which of these processes would an admin use to implement the security model? There's two.
First guess would be role hierarchy, because I know if you're above the hierarchy, you can see everything below you. And so that would be one approach. I don't know if that would be considered the best approach, but it's one way to enable that.
Yep.
And then probably sharing rule, because it sounds like you need to see stuff that doesn't necessarily belong to you.
Yeah, you need to see your own division, which would require the sharing rules. Yeah, that's the answers on that were pretty straightforward on that one.
Nice.
Robbie?
Yep. I'm next.
Which of these processes would an admin use to implement? Oh, that's next. Sorry, we just did that one.
All right.
That sounds pretty familiar. Which declarative solution could be used to provide the VP the ROI of an overall campaign? Okay. Marketing is initiating a campaign using multiple types of channels. They need each channel to track ROI, and the VP marketing also wants to see the ROI for the entire campaign. So you should know these ones, Robbie. You were a campaign guy in your previous job.
Well, you could see reports would show you the information, wouldn't it? Could be used.
Okay.
And then
so we've got multiple campaign records.
Well, it's probably not D. So you know that.
No, it's not D.
Probably not C.
And yeah, C. But I was trying to figure out if it was B or E. I can't remember.
I'm guessing E because it does have the ability to roll up all of the.
Yeah, it does it automatically.
The hierarchy. Okay.
Yep.
Campaign.
Yep, absolutely. It does it automatically.
I mean, you could technically do roll-up summary fields, I think, but it would be wasted effort.
You could not.
You couldn't go from
out of the box roll-up summary. I don't think we'll let it navigate that hierarchy. Now, if you used a third-party roll-up summary tool, that one would have that one would work.
Yeah, that one breaks all the Salesforce rules.
Ashley, which of the following statements would be true if a master detail relationship established between two objects? All right, you've received a new project request that requires you to create two custom objects that will be related to each other. Both objects will be visible to a select group of users. Okay. So really the scenario has nothing to do with the question. We should be able to answer the question. Answer it just by off of the one. Yeah.
If a master detail relationship is established between two objects, the owner field on both the parent and the child can be used to define appropriate sharing rules. Sharing rules will be required on both objects to extend record visibility. That's not true. The child object will inherit access from its parents. That feels. Parent object will inherit. It's not D.
He's very broad statement.
Yeah, that's very broad. I feel like it's C.
Owner field.
Both parent and child.
Oh, A, maybe two. I don't.
A is a weird worded question because
the owner field on both the parent and child can be used to define appropriate sharing rules. So master detail.
Yeah.
The owner ID, does that even exist on the children?
Well, I mean, they could own a record.
So someone could own the child record.
What A means.
I guess the parent is the owner of the child. Is that what it's saying? Okay.
Yep. We're going with C. She's not sure.
Yeah.
C
there you go.
Good. That was a good choice.
Good job, Ashley.
All right.
I should have stayed there so we could talk through that one, but moving on.
Two answers. Ugh.
Let's see. Who is next? I forgot. Is it Robbie?
No, it's Bethany.
Bethany.
Yep.
All right. You're a superstar admin, by the way, Bethany. It says so here.
Yes.
What are some techniques you would use to solve some of these issues?
Trouble getting the sales team to adopt Salesforce. After talking to several users, you learned there were too many fields that didn't apply to them. Many of those fields that left blank, my Windows in the way, would cause an error upon saving.
Two of these.
Okay.
So what I think about when I read that question is
something to do with page layout.
There's this one,
too many fields, right?
And they don't apply. So that sounds like page layout, doesn't it?
Right. Exactly.
This one, too many fields are when they're left blank
Cause an error.
That sounds like what?
The validation rule.
Validation rules.
Mhm.
Okay, so those are my topics that I'm looking for.
Assign the page to the sales. Okay. So A is out, right?
Review
B
and
is
update
out.
validation rules to include criteria based on the profile of the current user.
May be included.
I don't want this to be a trick question where A and B could be correct, but it just doesn't mention page layout.
Remove the required field on, or the required field flag on a field. On
No.
the fields
So,
that
yeah, you wouldn't do that one
relevant.
because then it would remove it for everybody.
Exactly. And you want the other fields, not just the required ones necessarily.
Right.
New page layout with only the relevant field for sales and assign the page to the sales group. Okay. Create a new page layout with only the relevant field for sales and assign the page to the sales profile. Ooh.
Do you know how you assign page layouts?
Yeah, that's what this one's getting to, isn't it? It looks like we've got the exact same response on all three of these.
From a profile, right? Yes. There's two answers. Okay. Create a new page. So A and
one
D.
Of these two. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So
validation rules, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the validation rules. And all we're simply doing is going through the existing validation rules and adding a checking the profiles in which that validation rule should apply to.
Gotcha.
But yeah, profiles down here for sure. Are we at Spencer now?
Spencer. Yep.
Price books can be shared with which of the following? There's three. Price books can be shared with which of the following? Groups, users, teams, roles, profiles.
These damn price books. Whose turn is it? Is it my turn?
Okay. Spencer.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of these are going to be shot in the dark.
I know two of them for sure. I'm questioning myself on the third one.
I would want to say A.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's right. And probably B through the same process as groups, right?
Yeah, I want to say A, B, D.
A, B, and D.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
That was going to be my guess too.
Not a price book team.
Yeah, good job. Yeah. I knew users and roles, but I wasn't. I was kind of hesitating
I thought
between
it was
groups and
actually.
teams.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Because I'm assuming like the price book is just like any other record, and when you go to share it,
I don't like.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I don't know. I may have arrived at that the wrong way.
I think of teams as a group, but I'm not thinking.
So teams is a specific feature. So you'd have to enable opportunity teams.
Okay.
Or you can have account teams.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And those teams, when you add somebody to those, you're then setting their visibility on records then as well. So on the account team, you can determine their visibility to the account, to cases and opportunities. And then the opportunity team also controls visibility to just the opportunity.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, this is our last question then. Who gets this one?
I think it's me.
All right, Robbie. Page layout assignments are determined based on which of the following. All right, we kind of sort of did this earlier, so this is easy. Should be easy.
Page layout. It was the was that profile we were just talking about?
Mm-hmm.
That's one we're talking about. Yep.
Yeah. This would be profile. Sharing rules.
Think about what a sharing role does for you.
No.
Sharing roles are specific to your org-wide defaults.
So record type.
Yep. Record type. Good.
And then not the owner. Yeah. There we go.
There you are. You guys did awesome. In comparison to how we have done on the past, that was excellent. So yeah, as a team, you managed you pulled it off well. So fantastic. I am going to stop sharing, but great job. This is it. Any other questions other than some weird body part that Ashley wants removed? Other Salesforce questions?
Very literal. You need to be specific about what you're asking.
So I'm not hearing any. I do know Kurt's going to send out an evaluation of this course. So it sounds like he'll send that out in about 30 minutes or so to you. It's all A's if you're not sure. And I'm kidding. Totally kidding. I do want actual honest feedback on it. So if you found it helpful, please indicate such. If you didn't, indicate that as well so that we can make it better next time around. Otherwise, I would love to see you guys get the test scheduled and absolutely follow up with me. Let me know how you did. If you struggle with it and you don't make it on that first attempt, reach back out. Let me know where you're struggling on it, and let me see if I can help you in that area specifically, because I do want you to get that certification. You've invested a lot of time in it, so whatever I can do to help you get there, I'll certainly stand with you on that as we go. So, Spencer, any questions that you have? Any areas?
Not in particular, no.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. This has been a lot of fun. It's good to get to meet all of you guys. And so if there's anything I can do for you, let me know. I will tell you also that we are going to do Platform App Builder. Kurt and I just scheduled that. I think we're going to start that August 16th. So if you want to participate in another study group for the Platform App Builder, you don't have to be an admin certified to do the Platform App Builder. That one also stands on its own. So, and that one is mostly configuration backend stuff. So,
will you send out like a mass email to your former students?
I will probably, once Kurt has a website to sign up for it, I'll probably, I'll tweet it. I'm sure I'll probably also throw it out on the Salesforce community as well. So yeah, you'll have access to that as soon as I have it.
You said it's starting in August. Is that right?
August 16th. It'll be the same date, same time. Just starting this fall, and we should be able to wrap up before the holidays, easy before Thanksgiving. So
yeah, I'll definitely take that. Is this Friday Flow Friday?
Yes, this the Flow office hours is that this Friday? It is this Friday at 1:00 Central. Flow office hours. Flowofficehours.com to register if you haven't already registered. But yeah, come with your Flow questions. We'll answer them. Andy will answer all of them. I'm just going to hang out. All right, guys. Thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun. Again, just yell if you need anything, and best of luck on the exam.
Thank you, Terry. This
awesome.
is
Thank you, Terry.
appreciated.
Absolutely. Right, bye-bye, guys.
All right. See ya.